everybody. Welcome to the inaugural stream of Granite Gaming. Very excited.
So excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
My name is Colin Booth. I am the chief political correspondent here at the Granite Post. This is our first stream, so it's we're figuring out the kinks. We got everything getting settled up. My name is Colin Booth. I am the chief political correspondent at the Granite Post, which of course runs Granite Gaming. I do a lot of politics writing and videos on New Hampshire politics here in New Hampshire for the Granite Post. I have worked in both journalism and politics for a long ass time. I have a long-time political staffer, communication staffer, was a reporter for the Associated Press. And I'm like, I don't want to brag, probably one of the leading experts on New Hampshire politics in the world. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm not bragging about it. And we're doing a little intro. What's my favorite game? We're talking about our favorite game.
Why? You can be quick. Like, it's just so that, get people to know us.
At this time in my life, where I am today, it's got to be Fortnite. I know that's embarrassing in a couple ways. There's a lot... Because I'm 12, because I'm a 12-year-old boy, because I spend money like a 12-year-old boy, especially if you looked at how many skins I have in my Fortnite locker. Yeah, so it's got to be Fortnite. That's not to say I'm not OG, that I'm not legit when it comes to games and what kind of games I like. I'm like a big hipster when it comes to video games.
Don't mind me as I turn off my sound. That wasn't even me!
I know, it was in the chat. Yeah, I would say it's Fortnite. Why don't you, Angel, introduce yourself, huh?
Lame.
Let's
No,
hear
I'm
about
kidding.
you.
My name is Angel. I work for the Granite Post as well. I'm the social strategist, fun stuff. Basically, I'm all in charge of social media, but I am and forever will be a gamer. As you can probably assume, I'm a Nintendo gamer and nothing else really. I did start out in PC life though. World of Warcraft is how I got into it, but I was like 4, so I'm like, does that count? And then, oh my goodness, who am I and really what do I do? I had such an extensive but very mainstream beginning of getting here. So I started at my school newspaper, and then I was so fancy. I was a photo editor for
Are you
4
talking about
years.
high school?
No, college.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
No, high school I was everywhere, dude.
Also an editor of my college paper.
Yeah,
so
I know.
That's honestly
besties.
the coolest kids.
Dude,
who
I did
always partying, always getting laid. They were working at the college paper.
Yeah, okay. I had to shove cameras in people's faces and be like, "Hi, can I take your picture for the newspaper?"
I did
They
that
hated
too.
me. Oh, see.
I
know shit.
have this very distinct memory. I was living on the main street, the main drag of my college campus.
Wait, where'd you go to college?
It was West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And there was a shooting outside, and I ran out with my camera, and I was shooting, and the drunk people were heckling me like crazy.
Oh.
They're like, "What are you taking a picture of?" And I was like, "Whoa."
Oh.
It was a very intense day. College newspaper, ugh, I took that shit so seriously.
I did too, but then
I took it way
I
too seriously.
peaced out. I no. On my beginning, the reason I have this job today is because of that job. So
That's true. Me too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, me too. Honestly,
I have feelings, but there's also so much drama. Did you guys have drama in yours? We had hardcore drama.
What do you mean? At the paper?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
it's because I'm so pretty.
It's because you're pretty?
Yeah, I
What do you
broke a lot
mean?
of hearts.
Oh,
And then it caused a lot of issues.
yeah, you can't date
And I
in your
will.
college newspaper. You shouldn't have done that.
It's okay because he apologized after. If
I
you ever
also-
see this, you know who you are.
I also actually dated in my college newspaper.
Yeah, see?
Several people, so yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
It was funny as you were saying the drama. I was like, oh, it was me.
Yeah.
I was like, the only drama I remember was the one I started and was at the center
no.
of.
I was always so. Well, it depends on whoever sees this, but it's because I was always like, you know what? You do you. This is my job, and this is what I want to do. So I loved taking pictures. I fell in love with photography there. I really wanted to do documentary work and stuff. So it was a really important, great job for me. And it was other people putting our drama in the way and bringing, because it's just a club in the end, right? It's just a college club.
Kinda. I don't know. It was more of a calling.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, we're all still young, we're figuring out what we want to do, and then, so we're all fresh out of high school, so they were bringing that, like, high school drama, whatever.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
That is the tough thing. That is tough.
So, at first, I was like, I don't care, don't bring that stuff here, like, this is my work zone. Like, they're trying to start shit, and I'm like, shut up. I'm like, dude, I'm working right now, like, back up.
Yeah.
But then, as years pass, I have now friendships with everyone I was working with. Now everyone's bringing
my
this
best
stuff
friends in my whole life. I don't want to say my whole life because I have some very wonderful friends here in New Hampshire. But my closest friends are people I worked with at my college paper. I was like the best man at like 2 people's weddings.
I got invited. Oh my gosh! I should have given her this dream. I got invited to someone's wedding who I met at the paper, and at first. It's just so funny. I thought she hated me. She was just wicked reserved and like very alt girl. And at the time, I was like, no, she was like so cool, but I didn't really know because she was super, super quiet. So I thought she fucking hated me because I was so loud. And then, but it was just that she wasn't comfortable with anyone yet. Second year in, now she's like open and whatever. Third year in, like we're talking. I know about her, like her life and stuff. I never ever expected to get an invite to her wedding, and she literally like last year sent me an invite, and I was so honored. Anyways, so she invited me, and that was super sweet, and I didn't expect that at all. Just because I didn't realize that she, like, I don't know, just because I thought she didn't like me at first, and then we were friends, but I didn't realize she liked me the whole time, and I was like, oh my god, now I'm, like, embarrassed. But anyways, so after college, that's really how I got whatever, and then I went into marketing, and I did a bunch of, like, oh my gosh, I was doing photography, videography, and then I did, graphics and stuff for Millipore Sigma. Am I allowed to name drop? I can name drop, right? I don't work for them anymore. They're a great company. I don't work there. I don't speak for the company. Millipore Sigma?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a wicked, crazy history. That's why Merck. They used to be part of Merck.
Okay.
And then, so Merck International still owns them, but Merck America, Merck Co., is completely separate now since World War II. So very cool history. Loved working for them. Worked for them for like 2 years, and it was great. Except I'm not a designer, and they were like, make my flyers, and I was like, shit. But, I mean, it was fun, because I did that stuff in high school, so I was like, oh, okay. So it was really cool. Then from there, I don't remember. No, from there, I started streaming by myself. I did this whole thing.
Yeah, you do a lot of video game streaming.
I do.
Like,
and then have to get back into it.
Gamer coverage stuff. You actually got some big news today, didn't you, about...
Yes!
A trip you're gonna go on?
I'm literally going to San Francisco. I'm going to Nintendo San Francisco.
The opening of the Nintendo store.
It's not the opening, but it's like the second weekend or whatever, third weekend.
Well, you know, they have a grand opening maybe that's not... It's when the store is actually open. Like grand opening.
It's like one of the ones where I had to get a warp pass, and then I got picked, and so I'm literally going to San Francisco. I just booked my ticket, and I'm just figuring out.
What does warp pass mean? Is that
like warp, like...
Yeah.
It's like the Mario tunnel, and you're warping. So a warp pass is literally just their version of like a lottery ticket. Yeah. That's it.
And what is it, like a tour?
It's a QR code. That's it.
No, but like what's going to happen when you go?
I get to go buy whatever's there. That's it. No, because they have hundreds and hundreds of people waiting in line. So they had to literally put out these lottery tickets until like that kind of calms down. Yeah. Kind of like, but also because the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, you had to also do that for New York. Nintendo
I wonder if I bet they would let you buy a Switch there, a Switch 2, right?
As long as it's in stock, but by then I don't think it's going to be.
It might be. They might keep it regularly in stock at the Nintendo store. Well, what I'm saying is maybe you got to wait now because you want to get the one at the
That's
Nintendo
true. And then I can be like, oh my god, I got this in San Fran. Okay, true. That's true.
You got to maybe... I don't know. That's tough.
I would drop so much money going there, but it's okay. I already dropped a whole ticket. And I was like, we're going. This is it. Like, it's on, like, Father's Day, too, so it's, like, a really weird time, but I'm really hoping that hopefully some people come through and help me out. My goal is to one day in the future collaborate with Nintendo, so one day, but I mean...
They do that. That's easy. That can't be that hard, right?
That's because I'm already on some of their fun videos from the
That's
Nintendo
true. Oh my god, we should pull one of those up some point.
I know, we should do that.
Probably not this
next
stream.
week.
Because you are actually a central figure in the Nintendo Switch 2 marketing campaign.
Yeah, I've been in like 3 videos.
Which is crazy.
I know. And then I met like a bunch of people who work there, and like now I talk to them, and I'm just like, let me work with you. Like, hire me. But like, I don't want want to be hired, but I want to be like hired. You know, I'm like, come hang out. Like, let's go hang out.
It
bro.
seems like a cool company to work for. I mean, a lot of reasons, but
100%. They love their job, and I'm like, I love your job. Collaborate with me.
It's also interesting as a company because they, I think, frequently have like their CEO is an American, or at least Doug Bowser, who runs the company now.
I know, and his name is Bowser. That's
which is
so funny.
Ridiculous. Talk about self-selecting. Like, there's no way that guy.
He was born for that role. What do you mean?
Right.
Born for that role.
If I was his like coworker or something,
you'd be like pissed.
I'd be pissed.
Fine.
Like, I'm so much better. I don't want to say like I don't know how good he is at work.
Mr.
His job,
Bowser, I love
or
you.
whatever. But like, you got to
know
think
you.
like somebody gets promoted over you. Like if you're
He's
working
like
at
Mr.
IBM and your coworker is like Johnny IBM.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that.
and he gets
I
the
see what you
promotion over you.
Yeah.
You're like, I wonder if this was like a skill thing or something else.
No, I think that names hold, like, in so many just traditional values, like, names hold weight. We've talked about that before, right? Like, what does your name mean?
Yes.
Things like that. His last name being Bowser, like, he was born for this role, and that was it. That was it. Straight up born. Yeah.
Straight up born.
Straight up born to be CEO of Nintendo America, of course.
Speaking of Nintendo, I think we should talk a little about the politics stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
Also, favorite game, Zelda, always, forever, no explanation. Go!
Wait, which Zelda?
All of them. Oh, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker is good.
That was like my OG Zelda. Cause
I'm worried about going back to it.
I'm not. I never had the Wii U. I never had the Wii U because I thought
never
it was
had the Wii
dumb.
U.
So I never got to play Wind Waker.
It was
Wind Waker
maybe
HD.
a little dumb.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little about the tariffs, the tariff situation we've got going on. I'm going to bring us to an article real quick. Hey, everybody.
Wow.
We got the Nintendo Switch
Sounds
2
fantastic.
coming out this week.
Yes, in like 2 days.
2 days. I think it's fair to say we are freaking out about it.
I've been freaking out for like 3 months.
I've
I've been freaking out since I went to the event.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I'm excited. There's not really any games I'm excited to play for it.
Wind Waker!
Yeah, I don't know, GameCube emulator? Like, I can play a GameCube emulator on, like, my refrigerator. Like, I don't need
but
a
they have
Switch
a cool
2.
Little, like, they have a setting that the screen goes like an old TV.
Yeah, sure.
It's kinda cool.
That, also, every emulator has had that for the last 10
ruin
years.
this for me.
But whatever.
Don't ruin this.
I think it's just really interesting. Almost immediately after the Switch 2 was announced, Donald Trump announced this insane tariff policy that, that the United States is over. It's so hard to keep track of where the tariffs are right now because we've gone back and forth so many times and there have been so many permutations. Donald Trump has famously been called a taco about it, which is...
What does that mean?
It's-
I saw that on someone commented on one of our things saying, I hate taco tariffs. And I went, huh? I thought he said taco tour, which is a big thing in Manchester, New Hampshire, if you're watching this from not New Hampshire. And we covered it. So I thought they said, I hate taco tour. And I was like, not taco tour. Like, we just posted about that. What is a taco tariff?
It's like Trump
Always. Okay.
Trump always caves.
So.
What was it? Hold on, I gotta look it up. Trump always caves on something. Trump. Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Trump always chickens out. That's what it is. Trump
Oh.
always chickens out.
Yes.
Trump the taco,
Trump
which is
the
how we
taco.
got into this insane tariff situation, because he will enact these tariffs. The markets, they plummet. You saw insane swings in the stock market over and over and over again. And so, it was this crazy situation where Nintendo announced the release of this console. Donald Trump immediately said they're going to have 125% tariffs on Chinese goods. Of course, the Switch is made entirely of Chinese goods, I'm sure.
Well, now they changed it. It's now all of it's Vietnam because of the tariffs. They've moved everything.
Right.
Yeah, but they couldn't say it, so their newsletter was from unseen whatever. Everything to
It's crazy, but I mean, there's still tariffs on Vietnam. They're just not as high. And yeah, it's wild because Nintendo immediately raised prices Not on the actual Switch 2, but they raised prices on all the accessories.
Yeah.
The accessories were already coming in very expensive.
I didn't know what they were pre. I only
Pre-tariff.
Yeah.
I think it was like $90 for the new Pro controller. A
did
bunch
tell me that.
a bunch of the accessories which were already like so expensive.
Yeah, but
now
you know
they're
they
even
did
more
away.
expensive, and as we see here, we could still see price changes. I mean, that's the thing, right? And what's really wild about these tariffs for me, and I think a lot of people, they're not going to think about this. If the tariffs go away, the prices aren't going to go back. There's no way
Yeah.
Nintendo is like, oh,
Just
we're
kidding.
lowering prices.
No.
Like, no.
That'd be such a bad business. That's a bad business move. Why would they do that?
I mean, it would be nice, but Nintendo
No, it would
is
be
not-
nice, but they're still a business. Like
Right.
a business, they need to make money. And also, are they gonna reprice all of their everything after they've already repriced everything? Like
Right.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a pretty wonky situation in a lot of ways.
Yeah, but
it's the
then
thing
did you
that these
see-
price increases, and it's not just for like video games and stuff. Like everywhere, every item
Yeah.
that is affected by tariffs, they're going to increase the prices. But if and when the tariffs go away, because Forrest Trump always chickens out, Taco, the companies will just be like, "Wow, the price is already up. I mean, consumers are used to this new price. Maybe we'll just keep it around," which is like something we saw during COVID. There was a
Like
lot
with
of
gas
price
prices, right? That's what happened
Yeah.
with the gas prices, right? Like,
to a certain extent, yeah,
Yeah.
but there was, I mean, just broadly across consumer goods, we saw price increases that were not driven by market forces so much as they were driven by price gouging. Price gouging was a huge thing. Corporations taking advantage of prices going up in some sectors, so they would increase them in others as a way of just boosting profits. Yeah, and so it's once you get consumers used to a higher price, there's no benefit in bringing it back down to earth, even if you don't need to keep it that high to remain profitable.
benefit for me, yeah.
Benefit.
But again, not a benefit
Right,
from
yeah.
a business point. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I would argue though, like one of the things I would argue, and I know, I mean, it probably sounds dumb, but like one of the things I would argue is that like keeping up gas prices, right? Growing up, everyone was always like, oh my god, like this gas station down the street always has the least, so everyone would go to that gas station because they had the lowest prices. Without, obviously, they still had to make money, I get that. But to me, it's like, I always was confused on why places, like I know they're like, oh, like stay in the market, what? To compete in the market. But it was always confusing to me why people were always going like, up, 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 up. When like if you are, I know that part of it too is like quality, right? Like it's like, oh, if it's cheap, then it must be a cheap quality, whatever. But I'm always like, dang, like I really feel like if people really wanted to like make money on certain items like gas, why wouldn't they want to lower it a little bit so that they still make a profit? But then people are like, oh my god, this gas station has like $2 gas. R.I.P. I'll never see that. I drive diesel.
I know.
I'll never see $2
You drive
gas
diesel.
again.
You do drive diesel.
Yeah.
Because you drive a big stinking bus.
I do. It's my baby. Her name's Green Bean.
It's true. And the interesting thing,
Does that make
and it does make sense.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about tariffs, I think, and I've been talking a lot about this lately, especially here in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Every election season in New Hampshire, when you talk about politics, it is about taxes because New Hampshire voters are very sensitive to tax changes. We don't have a sales tax. We don't have an income tax in New Hampshire.
Income tax. This is where I need my button.
button.
We're gonna get a button.
We need a button,
eventually.
like,
Just go, wow, wow, wow. Whenever I need help.
like you don't see money taken out of your paycheck by the state.
I thought that I did.
You do at the federal level, but not at the state
not the state.
level.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't have to.
I was like, yeah, I do.
Like when you file a tax return.
Yeah.
You frequently don't have to file a state return because.
I had to do that for Mass when I worked
Right.
at the university.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't have to do that in New Hampshire.
No. Okay, that makes sense.
There are exceptions, but largely speaking, that is like how it is.
I
But-
know we're taxless except for land, right? Land tax, that's it. And food tax.
It's not, well, then it'll call it land tax. It's, oh my gosh.
Property tax.
Property taxes, yeah.
Land
Property
tax.
taxes. New Hampshire has among the highest property taxes because there's so much cutting at the
Yeah.
state level for state services. And so a lot of it gets downshifted. That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
There's so much downshifting
Yeah.
by Republicans in the state. They're going to slash state services over and over again, slash taxes at the state level, moving all those costs down to the local level. That's a whole other thing. But when it comes to like sales taxes, we don't have a sales tax. That's why everybody comes in from Massachusetts here
Yeah.
to buy liquor, to buy all kind of stuff. Very interesting to me, the idea that Donald Trump is enacting these tariffs, which are basically a sales tax. I mean,
Yeah.
it's because
But for everyone.
but for-
worldwide, basically.
right, yeah, but like everybody who lives in New Hampshire now essentially paying a sales tax on all their consumer goods because of the tariffs, and I think it's going to be a pretty powerful election year message in 2026, 2028. This idea that Republicans every election year they're talking about how XYZ Democrat is going to bring a sales tax. They're going to increase your taxes. Meanwhile, Republicans have now enacted the broadest sales tax increase in the state of New Hampshire in history. That's going to be really hard for them to run away from. That's going to be tough. That's like a pretty compelling message, I think.
How do we? Okay, so you know how like that whole thing happened with like Canada, our beloved neighbor of the north,
That's a
our like
whole other
literal.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
it has to do with
Yeah.
taxes though, maybe tariffs at least.
Yeah.
So you know how they were like, Canada was like, we were like, okay, so we were like, screw you, Canada, boom, tariffs, and then
We did,
Canada was like,
right.
haha, more tariffs.
More tariffs.
And
And
then-
we're taking all the American liquor off the shelves. Yeah.
And then we were like, more tariffs, and then Trump was like, just kidding, no tariffs,
Taco.
Yes.
He took it
Okay,
out,
taco. If we take away all the tariffs, or at least go back to what we had, because I guess we had tariffs before on some things.
Uh-huh.
Can we do that now, or are we just fucked?
Well,
Like-
I don't know about when you say we. It's like who's we? Is
Trump.
it Trump?
USA.
First of all, I'm not with Trump. We
no,
can't be
I know,
we.
no, I mean like America.
Yeah,
Like,
I
can
mean,
America
no, like it's
do that.
It's he could.
But is that
Uh,
gonna be like? Is it something America like could do, or is it like
could.
really
I mean,
can't?
he unilaterally enacted the tariffs, so he could unilaterally roll them back if he wanted to. That said, and he has withdrawn them, right? That's why it's
That's
like
why he's taco.
yeah, that's why
Yeah,
he's
but now
talking.
everyone hates us for it. All that stuff. Did
Right.
you see like the UN stuff
was-
where they were bad mouthing America? Not America.
all
just
the
Trump.
all the hockey games. I mean, no, I mean it was
Yes.
America. Like all the Canadian hockey games where
know,
they
but I
they
don't-
boo the national anthem, the American
Yeah.
national anthem. It's scary, and like there's no benefit, there's no
No.
purpose to it.
I travel so much, and I'm like so afraid of traveling though, just because of like everything that's been happening with the tariffs and with just everything.
Yeah, but the it'll be interesting. It'll to see if prices continue to go up because it's not just the Switch 2. The Xbox.
yeah.
The Xbox Series X just went up by $100, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Because like, what are we like 5 years into the life cycle of that console?
Oh, is it really?
It's so
I had
long.
no
It's been around
idea.
forever.
I don't know. I don't
It
play
was-
Xbox.
I remember, I'm pretty sure I had it during COVID.
Oh
and
my
it's
gosh,
like,
really?
yeah. And it's wild to
Oh.
me that we are now in a period of time where consoles get more expensive
Yeah.
later into the life cycle. Because that was
Nice.
never the case,
No.
right? Like, you look at like,
You wait a few months and it's gonna
Yeah.
discount. You wait a year, it'll discount
yeah.
more.
I remember when the PlayStation 1. That withering look.
I actually only remember the PS2, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and the PSP. But I was like,
I remember all of them. But I remember specifically wanting a PlayStation 2, it being $200, or a PlayStation 1 being $200, and being like,
that was the life.
can't afford that, sorry. And then the price going down to $100, and being like, okay, maybe it's time.
You had $100 in your disposal when the PS came out?
I was able to
by your lonesome without your
figure it
parents?
out. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I don't have memories of that time period. I remember begging for it for Christmas from my aunt and her being like,
Oh, okay, so you were still young enough.
yeah, she was like, I like you enough to buy you $100 gift for Christmas, but it would be confusing to the cousins
Oh, yeah,
who
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like
No, that makes
enough.
total sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not remember the PlayStation.
I do not remember the PlayStation. Whatever. I'm old and that's okay.
It's okay, Grampy.
All right. I want to talk about some other political stuff. Do you mind? Do we have time?
I forget if I had any other questions about this, actually.
About
Wait, I
tariffs?
did. I had one more question.
Okay.
How can someone sue the president? Because there was a bunch of states
Sue
that were
the president?
No, because there was a bunch of states that wanted to sue over the tariffs, and then
yeah.
there were businesses like that. The Wingspan. I made a video on it. It's on our socials. The Wingspan people. It's like a board game with a bird on it. You really can't miss
word,
it.
yeah.
They make a bunch of board games, but that was like the one that I knew of. Whatever. They wanted to sue President Trump over the tariffs. Because everything was made in China, whatever. How is that a thing? I don't know. Like, sue the president? That makes no sense to me.
You know, yeah, that's a good question. And it's interesting because the tariffs were just blocked, I think at some federal appellate court. There was
What?
a judgment
Wait, what does that
came
mean?
down.
The tariffs were blocked, like no more?
They were temporarily,
Oh.
and then there was a situation where they got. Hold on, let me see. I don't even know where we are in that situation.
But how do you sue the president? You're just like, hey, Mr. President, I'm gonna take all your money. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I feel like, in my head, the president is like untouchable, you know?
Yeah. There was a second ruling blocking the tariffs that the Trump administration is now appealing. I don't really know. I'm not a legal expert when it comes to how to sue the president. If you had to tell me, I could probably figure it out
I mean, I'm
in
not
a day
looking
or
into it.
something.
I don't want to sue the president. I'm just
You
kidding.
don't?
No,
Kind of do.
I think it'd be fun, but like I didn't know that you can. Oh, yay! We've been gabbering this whole time. Don't worry, girl. Maybe I'm more glad that you couldn't hear that. Hi.
Is that Mackenzie?
Yes, that's Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
Oh shoot! What was my question? No, I don't want to sue the president. I'm just more confused because in my brain, the president is untouchable unless obviously like he murders a guy, right? And then like boom. I presume you'd be out of office.
I think that's the image he wants to portray, right? Like
Yeah,
that
but I
he's
really
untouchable.
But how would you?
And I could
like-
see why you would feel that
what?
way, given like January 6th and everything.
Yes, right?
Right.
Right? So
Yeah.
I'm confused.
But in an ideal scenario, in a normal country where laws exist and are enacted upon, the president just can't do whatever the hell he wants.
Did he really say that? He said to shoot a guy in Times Square?
Yeah, he did say that. He said, I could shoot a guy in the middle of Times Square.
Oh,
and,
yes, he did. I saw that video.
And people would still vote for me, which is admittedly true.
So
100%.
messed up.
So messed up.
Wait, but like, okay, so you can, and what? You probably just go to court and be like, I'm suing this guy? That's so confused. That's so weird.
Yeah, I know. It's, yeah. Well, Donald Trump actually not. He's been sued hundreds of times
As president, though?
before, and yeah,
Well, I mean, I
as
guess
president,
before,
but
like, sure,
before.
you sue a guy, whatever, but really?
Let's actually walk that back for a second. I've never been sued. Have you ever been
I've
sued?
never been
I don't actually. None of my friends have been sued.
No, but like suing is like the most American thing.
Sure, sort of.
That's
but
no, but like
I
all my
actually don't
international
know-
friends. Wait, I don't know how many international friends you have. I have like tons and tons of people from all over the world. I love
Sure.
them. They're my besties.
Yeah.
But a lot of them joke about how the first thing that comes to an American's mind is I'm gonna sue him.
Right.
And so it's such an
Totally.
American
And
thing.
I get that it's a trope or anything.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I think it's actually a little insane that we have a president who's been sued, has been in so much legal trouble for so long. Because that's not normal. That's abnormal. A little quiet. That makes sense. Our microphone.
Oh yeah, we had to move our microphone out of. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just screamed probably in your earballs. But now I can't see the
Much
screen.
better. I don't care. You don't have to see the screen.
This is
Here,
ridiculous.
we'll figure it out.
We'll move it when we start playing and stuff.
Yeah. Do you mind if we talk a little bit about Medicaid and stuff? Because there's
Yes,
a
yes,
situation
yes.
Very interesting situation going on with Senator from Iowa, Joni Ernst.
Who is Joni Ernst?
Joni Ernst is a Republican senator from Iowa. And I want to just play this video. This was earlier this week. Maybe it was over the weekend on the 30th. Pretty remarkable situation. I'm just going to pull this up real quick. Let's take a listen.
People are not where we all are going to die.
Wait, where's she from? Ohio? Iowa?
Iowa. And really... Oh, but I can't hear the video.
Dang it. Okay, we will definitely... Don't worry, we'll figure that out. So basically what she said was they're, haggling, and she's like...
She's at a town hall.
Yeah.
And she says... A constituent who is extremely upset comes up to her and says, because of the Medicaid cuts that you guys are making, people are going to die. And Joni Ernst says, we're all going to die. Which is just such an insane, this was a constituent who was very upset. They had a relative who was in some level of Medicaid care full time. And so it's such a wild thing to, and
that was her response?
That's her response.
That's such yeah.
Crazy, right?
That's pretty bad.
And so she actually follows it up with, I'm going to pull it up.
My ears will blast off, but you'll hear it.
Hello, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely apologize for a statement that I made yesterday at my town hall. I was in the process of answering a question that had been asked by an audience member when a woman who was extremely distraught screamed out from the back corner of the auditorium, "People are going to die." And I made an incorrect assumption that everyone in the auditorium understood that, yes, we are all going to perish from this earth. So I apologize. And I'm really, really glad that I did not have to bring up the subject of the tooth fairy as well. But for those that would like to see eternal and everlasting life, I encourage you to embrace my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I take back my statement that I said earlier today. Should I say it? I guess I will. Okay, so for anyone who's online, Mackenzie, I know you're there. Did you just laugh at me? I didn't even say my thing yet. So I grew up Christian. I am a Christian. We were testing this, and we were just making sure that you guys could hear or whatever. And at first, I only heard the second part, or I guess I only heard the middle of the second part. I didn't hear the first clip. So I thought that she was literally just saying oh yeah, we're all gonna die, and you know what, here's my beliefs. And I was like, you know what, whatever, that's evangelizing, but that's what I grew up with, that's fine. Now that I've heard the first clip,
right,
and then in response to that is this clip, that is not what my church preaches. So
it's
I understand.
What's crazy to me is that she
I thought she said she wouldn't bring up the tooth fairy.
What's crazy to me is that she recognized that the person was upset. And she was this constituent was very upset.
Yeah.
And then she proceeds to make fun of her anyway.
What does constituent means? Person.
A person who lives in your district who would vote for you.
So a local voter.
Politicians.
And she was
right. Politicians are supposed to be highly respectful of their constituents, because the constituents are the people who vote for you, who you represent. Right? Even if you don't vote for someone,
you're still a constituent.
You're still a constituent if you
constituent. I am a constituent of New Hampshire's current governor, technically. Even if I don't vote for her or do vote for her.
Okay, cool. She is. You are still one of her constituents.
We should have a dictionary thing, and every time I learn a new word,
ding ding
words
ding,
Angel
ding,
has
ding,
words.
ding, ding.
What words Angel has learned? Constituent.
Not just the ones that believe the same as you. Right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So all right.
And it's just a remarkable way to treat one of your constituents. And it's one of the reasons this clip especially has gotten so much attention because to be so openly disrespectful of one of your constituents it's unheard of. It's just political malpractice on the highest level because your constituents are like, these are your people, you know, you're all on the same team, even if you're on different political sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like you are,
we are New Hampshire.
We're all Granite Staters. We're all in this together, and this is not like a political actor, like this person who's upset. A lot of people are very upset, very concerned about all these cuts to Medicaid that are happening at both the federal level and the state level. But it's crazy. And there's a New Hampshire tie to this situation.
Oh, God. And who is this lady again?
Joni Ernst, senator from Iowa.
Senator from Iowa.
Yeah. And the New Hampshire angle on this, get ready, boom.
Oh.
New Hampshire Governor Kelly Ayotte appearing alongside Ernst at a major NHGOP fundraiser on June 6th, this Friday. Picture right here. What great timing. What is that? Isn't that unbelievable?
Is Ayotte religious?
I would assume so. But I don't know for sure, actually.
Oh, I don't remember her ever... No, she mentions God, but like in her the commercials.
Yeah, that's the thing. New Hampshire, and that's another interesting element. Interesting element of this appearance, given the recent remarks. New Hampshire is not an overtly religious state. Like we have like a very high number of like non-practicing atheists. Like,
I would say we're like a super. From a religious background, I want to be nice about it. From a religious background, the amount of people who are like just labeling themselves as what their family is versus the amount of people who actually attend services is huge. Like so many people grew up, in my generation at least, grew up being like, yeah, I'm Catholic or yeah, I'm Christian, and they never went to church. And so I did go to church, and I was always very confused by that because I'd be like, well, how are you Christian or Catholic, but you're not attending church? Like, why won't you come to church with me? That makes no sense because, and then I was a kid, so, you know, every church is different, whatever. But down south or even over west, like they are, like she's most likely goes to service every week, even though that was a super, like,
I could see Iowa. I think Iowa's a lot more religious than New Hampshire.
100%.
In terms of like.
But a lot of people still identify as Catholic or Christian here in New Hampshire. Tons of them do. But like they're not practicing.
I don't know.
Does that make sense?
I don't know. Let's see.
Are you gonna Google it? How are they gonna know? I haven't taken any surveys.
I swear, this is a real thing.
We're still
one of the least. Look at that. New Hampshire is one of the least religious states, and known for its libertarian-leaning political culture. It was until recently a swing state presidential elections. Could be said, could be argued. But yeah, one of the least religious states in the country.
Well, I'm just going off of my life. I'm just saying that like, in my life, everybody, because, no, wait.
I'm going off of years of running political campaigns
no,
in New
not
Hampshire.
political, just religious. No, I'm going off of, I was always made fun of for being the Christian girl, but is New Hampshire where they had the, yes, right?
Run bears. Overrun with bears. That is true. Yes, there's a great book about that. I have it in my bookcase over there.
What? What do you mean? Overrun with bears?
Yeah, there was a situation where the Free State movement is what you're talking about. The Free State or the Free State Project, where a group of libertarians. What?
Drinking my coconut water. I'm stressed.
A group of libertarians basically took over a town, and they dissolved the local government. So they had no services. And so trash pickup stopped, and the trash buildup eventually attracted bears. So the town got all these issues with bears because the libertarians thought they could live without government, and then they were overrun with bears. Incredible situation, emblematic of the fallacy that lies at the heart of libertarian political philosophy.
When was this?
When was
this?
I don't know. I got it. I got the book over here. Hold on, let me grab it.
What do you mean? Like black bears? Like overrun by black bears? I mean, that's our bears, the black bears. Oh my god, I saw
a
that.
libertarian walks into a bear. That's right. I do have.
I literally thought that was
This
like a
book.
propaganda book. I didn't realize it was
Propaganda
like
book?
I thought
For
it was
what?
I thought it was literally just like trashing libertarians. Like I didn't realize it was literally about an event.
No,
with
it was written by
bears.
a journalist
No.
and a Pulitzer Prize finalist. It's a good book. I haven't read it in a few years.
No worries,
but-
Mackenzie. Thank you so much for popping in. And we are recording this. We're gonna edit some weird stuff out, whatever, and then we'll probably put it up on our stream. So please, I thought it was like propaganda. I didn't realize it was about bears. But thank you so much for being here. I didn't realize that like a town was literally overrun with bears.
I
Like,
know.
wait, did you see the publishing date? What was it?
Oh, I don't know.
It's on the first. What do you mean? It's in the first cover.
I want to say it's like 2008, 2009.
Oh, so I would have been-
Oh, no, wait. 2020. Wow.
2020.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, this is a first edition copy. Nice.
Nice. 2020. Damn. So
We
I
don't
like
need propaganda
existed.
to trash libertarians. Yeah.
No, I literally thought.
Libertarians trash themselves, actually. Anyway, I think it's amazing. I think this is a really remarkable situation. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting calls. I mean, like, I don't know. Really says a lot that Kelly Ayotte hasn't been asked about this in any meaningful way. Because, like appearing alongside
Someone like this. Are you
someone
gonna
who
be there?
has been splashed all over the national news. Am I going to be there?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I kind of want you to go
Maybe I
and then
will.
see if they mention.
Maybe I'll show up.
Yeah. I don't know. See if anyone mentions it because this is like recent.
You never know where I'm going to pop up.
I know.
I'm like Batman. I'm everywhere.
I've never seen you and Batman in the same room, so I guess that does.
Nobody has. Nobody has.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna be literally anywhere else.
I don't know how much time we have. I don't think we have a lot of time. Do you want to play some video games?
Yeah.
I think we're going to play some video games.
We
We're
are.
Gonna play, we got the Nintendo Switch 2 coming
Yeah.
out this week. The biggest launch title, of course,
Oh, Mario Kart World.
Mario
Tour?
Kart
Like, let's go.
World. Ba, 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 ba.
Which is super friggin' fun, and I got to play it at the
Yeah.
New York Nintendo Switch 2
Yeah.
experience. So
I want to brush up on my Mario Kart skills. I want to play a few races. I never really dived that deep. I know you're gonna beat my ass like a drum. I know
Why
you
is that
are.
your phrase? You said that so many times.
Beat it like a drum.
Oh my gosh.
I don't claim to be. Now that I've played you, I could say safely I don't claim to be a great Mario Kart
I'm gonna
player.
win. This is can I show? Wait, go back to 2cam. This is my sick, beautiful Tears of the Kingdom remotes.
I just have this.
Oh wow, you just have this. You know what's cool is that I have all of the Nintendo Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stuff. Cause I spend money and I love it. And I want to show everyone my cool stuff. Look at that
Oh,
background.
these are cool. I got
Oh, you
little
can't
game
even see it.
cases.
Okay,
Hogwarts
it's cool
Legacy,
stuff.
you're
Hey.
canceled.
Don't cancel me. I
You're
grew up on that
canceled.
shit. Get out of here. When that first came out,
You
I
are
was
canceled.
so. This is an OLED. and it
Minecraft
was
Dungeons, you're.
Can you
this is
stop
so
looking
lame.
at my
Oh shit!
games? Oh my gosh.
I kind of want to compare.
I don't want to compare.
You have Just Dance in here?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm
Dude,
gonna put in
Just
Just
Dance
Dance.
I would.
That's
You're
dope.
going down, dude.
I'm not
I
going
won.
up. All right.
I'm hardcore.
Hardcore
when-
Just Dance. You know, the competitive Just
I
Dance
am, dude.
2009
I am.
scene.
Are you
Okay.
kidding me? 2009. Stop that. It was like Just Dance 2.
Stop that.
I literally made it all the way to 8th when playing Mario Kart World Tour. So, wait, is it me or is it you? It's me. I'm first player, bitch. Okay, hold on. So let's go to
Did you
controllers.
call me a
I called you a
bitch?
bitch.
This is recorded. I could put that right to HR. Just kidding.
Wait, the sound isn't on. I want to hear my. Can you also put it down here, please?
And it says no, you can't. Lol, her manager says no, you can't. Yes.
Mackenzie. Dude, my
HR.
manager is my best friend now. Oh, in case you didn't know, you're like my best friend. It's fine. Whatever. That's why I send you cat memes. We are playing Mario Kart. So exciting. And
Mario Kart 8.
do you want to do 100? Or 100?
Yeah. I don't want to do 150cc.
Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about... Ooh, interesting. So let me tell you a little bit about, Toadette for sure. The differences here.
I love
Oh,
Mario.
shoot, I'm first player, I'm on that side. Whatever, at least I can see that
Yeah,
better.
whatever.
Okay. There are some differences, I'm not gonna lie.
Why can't I see?
You have to click the minus button. Go. Do you have safety on? I take it off. L button. Back L, front L, whatever. L. Yeah.
What does that do?
So when it's on, it means that you can't fall off the map at all, but that also means you can't take shortcuts. Oh man, you don't have everything.
I don't have everything. I know.
Like nothing.
Okay, I don't have nothing.
You have literally nothing. It's okay.
Whatever. I suppose so.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I already forget. So some of the differences here is going to be... Okay, some of the differences is just going to be like characters, and then every character has their own like costume now, and they have like 4 different costumes, and then they have like these little snack bags that if you grab a snack bag, it'll either unlock a new costume or it'll just change your current costume, which is kind of cool. It's not like a super big, it's just an easier way to get new costumes, but not like new characters per se. So you still have to like race to get unlock more cars, unlock more wheels, unlock more characters. And then obviously Moo Moo Cow, which they just call the cow, and it would have been so funny to call him like a Moo Moo Cow. Like, I don't know why they didn't. And so many people online said that too.
Alright.
Yeah, the structure is different. You can pick. Do you have online? To play like the new
Do I have online?
Nintendo Online?
Oh, do I have like...
Yeah.
I don't have the expansion pack. I
Okay.
know. I was going to, but it's like the new Switch is coming out. I didn't want to invest in old Switch stuff. When the new Switch
It's
is
not
coming out.
old Switch stuff though, silly.
Old Switch stuff.
Nuh-uh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which
I
one?
am far away. I'm horrible. There you go. Hello.
You guys sound far from the mic now again, particularly
Yeah.
Angelique.
I'm just gonna have to yell, but that's okay. I think like a big now I'm like yellow. I think
we
a big
probably
thing.
need a second mic, honestly, if we're doing 2 people in here.
Yeah, but the thing is too to remember that like I'm not always gonna be in here. Like I'm gonna have my own thing, and I do have my own. I know he's gonna cry. I do have my own microphone, which I could bring if you have another.
Definitely need a second
Thingy.
mic. Boom.
Yeah, no, I have a second mic. I have a
Approved.
microphone.
Approved.
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 Sending it in.
We're using that. We're gonna send that.
Or screenshot that message and be like, sorry guys, guess you need to. I mean, I guess my microphone could be upgraded. Oh, I'm first player. Sorry. Okay, which ones do you want to do?
I like the GBA courses. I like Rainbow Road.
I hate Rainbow Road, but I will suffer
Excite
if it means.
Arena.
Which one did he use? Okay.
Ooh. Sunshine Airport is fun. These are all fun. I mean, I don't know. It's actually Mario Kart. All the maps are a lot of fun, in my opinion. Moo Moo. Oh, we should do Moo Moo because he's gonna be a character.
Because he's gonna be a character. He's
Yeah.
my new favorite. He's everyone's new favorite character. Okay. Thank you so much again. We're gonna have so much fun. This is the fun part. Woo! All right. At least they can hear. Here we go. He goes, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, he goes, here we go, too.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure in Mario 64.
Does he?
Let's go.
I don't really know.
Did you ever play Mario 64?
Yeah, I did. The N64. Yeah, I did. I did. Okay, here's to show off my skills, bro. All of the mechanics are the same, by the way. So for World,
Oh my god, I went backwards.
you went backwards.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Oh my
Oh, and then they changed the items, which I really, really liked. So, right now, if you want to be, like, supreme and shit, you actually want to, like, hold it behind you, right? And that's how it used to be in the Wii version. What was that? Mario Kart... Oh, Mario Kart Wii.
god. I really like Double Dash for the GameCube. That was so good. I'm
Double
pretty sure-
Dash?
Yeah, that was the GameCube.
Version?
Mario Kart.
Oh, I don't know. I just remember it was Mario Kart. Oh, shit.
That was the first one. I'm pretty sure that had Blue Spark. Oh, fuck.
Which Which one's blue
It's gonna be
spark?
a-
Like the blue shell?
No. When you you know, when you jump and you like hold to the
So
side.
shifting.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Ah.
Can you imagine?
I think the
playing
hardest
this
thing
with
about
all the-
streaming is not
What?
cursing while you play video games.
I thought we were cursing anyways. We've cursed like 4
Oh.
times.
Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the cows hurt you?
Yeah. What do you mean?
That's not cool. Oh my god, I'm doing so bad. You're doing so good.
Yeah, because I'm not a scrub, dude.
You're so scrubbed. You're
Kind of a scrub. Maybe it's because I am good at what we do. Oh gosh, get away! Okay. R.I.P. to anyone who hits with the bomb. Another one! How nice! Okay. The new one is really good, but it's kind of intense. Like, the world tour itself, instead of, like, once we finish this course...
I don't understand how the open world gameplay both works and is desirable.
Oh my god, I'm passing the last person. That's so funny.
Please, I'm in second. No!
Oh, you were in second? That's a bummer.
I was. This is a really shameful display on my part.
Anyways, so... now that I'm
Anyways,
done.
I guess I'll just play for another 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh, you're still... Oh, shit, I was far.
Yeah, you are pretty far
Oh, you're about to
ahead.
get, like, bullet bill,
Man.
bro.
This is where Republicans are gonna like clip
This
and
far
be
right here,
like,
and they're gonna be like, this guy can't even play
this
Mario Kart.
guy sucks at
This
Mario
guy
Kart.
sucks at
actually.
Mario Kart. Get good.
Second place. Honestly, could be worse. Could be more embarrassing.
So the open world aspect is really just so that you can explore. So, okay, you know how when you can... No, you don't have it online. Okay, so when when you go online and it's like you're in this like waiting room and your Mii's are just sitting there like awkwardly hanging out on like the world or whatever.
I gotta be honest. I never ever played Mario Kart online because that shit sounds like it is horrible.
Okay, well,
Especially
maybe not
because
all of us
I
have
play
friends.
Mario Kart like that.
Oh.
Get it?
Well,
You know?
some of us like don't have friends and we like to play with people online.
I'm not
so-
saying I have friends. I'm just saying I'm not good enough at Mario Kart to play competitively. Cause like people who are good at Mario Kart, you were like 5 minutes ahead of me.
I know, it was my first time. I'm so used to 150 though, that's why. I'm pretty bad at 150.
All right.
Okay, but the open, okay, so
I'm
when
gonna
you're
beat you
waiting,
this round.
literally
and
not,
We're
anyways.
gonna figure it out after that.
I cannot agree.
You
I-
can't agree to what?
I think, no.
Anyway, do you have any questions about politics you want to talk about?
Did you just interrupt me to talk about politics while I was trying to explain to you your question?
I want to know.
Okay,
You
well
got
first,
anything
your
on your
question,
mind?
your question was, I don't know how the open world thingy is gonna work. It's just a waiting ground. But it's also so that you can map out the course so that instead of messing around with people constantly and like not being able to focus on finding the shortcuts,
Ow, I bit my tongue.
it's so that you can figure out the course. And then there's like fun little mini games and stuff, and maybe you can unlock some cool stuff while you're in free mode. Anyways, I don't know. Do I have any more questions? I do have. I always have questions. Okay, so the Medicaid stuff, right? So, Iowa lady, Ohio. I'm so sorry, Ohio. I have family in Ohio. Like, Ohio's great. I've never had a bad time there. Iowa person. What's her name? Ernest.
Joni Ernst. She's
Ernst.
a U.S. Senator for Iowa.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, get her. Get that blue shell. Yeah, kill her ass.
oh, damn it. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
You're not supposed to say that.
Is there rules on Twitch?
No, I mean,
Or
he
just
doesn't
being-
mean it. Oh my god. Anyways,
Oh, my acceleration is so bad. And
so
knew
what
it
I
would
was
be bad,
trying to
man.
say was she obviously wants to get rid of Medicaid, or is it that she just supports what Trump's doing with all of like the anti-human peoples, whatever?
Anti-human people.
I don't know. All I know is that New Hampshire has a hands-off my Medicaid program. But it's all over the world. Oh, another blue shell. It's all over the world, the country though, right? Like everyone has their hands-off movement. It's not just New Hampshire.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's interesting. There's like a hands-off, like broadly speaking kind of thing, where people are upset at the Trump administration for like gutting the federal government and federal government programs which service people at the state level. And then there, specifically in New Hampshire, is this hands-off Medicaid situation or group that has been protesting at the New Hampshire State House. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Are you kidding me? This is so demoralizing.
Ooh, ouchie.
Yeah. And so, right. So the U.S. Congress just passed a budget with major cuts to Medicaid. And here in New Hampshire, the State House just passed a budget that has its own state level cuts to Medicaid, also raising prices on Medicaid recipients.
Do you think that's why
The same thing.
Iowa lady is coming to New Hampshire to talk about Medicaid?
No, she's coming because she probably wants to run for president in 2028. Everybody comes to New Hampshire. You never heard of her? I can tell. she's like, I don't know, a semi-famous person. I don't know.
No, I already don't want to.
She's, I would say, maybe not a AAA political
What's that
guest. This is like a term that I use. Like, if you look at like who, it's like, you know, you grade like a quality of a game release, right?
Yeah.
Like a AAA game would be like, you know, Elder Scrolls or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, that's a thing? Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, no. Say it again. What?
Like AAA gaming studios, like
Yeah.
Bethesda.
No, never heard of it.
You've
I'm
never
the
heard of a
worst gamer.
AAA?
What the fuck? Yeah, sorry. I don't news besides us.
So like the very highest, like the biggest video game releases ever
Yeah.
are from like AAA studios.
Yeah.
They're basically like your Elder Scrolls games,
Yeah.
your Assassin's Creed, games that cost maybe hundreds of millions of dollars, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars.
Literally, I thought you meant in the store, but that's fine.
No.
I was like, holy shit, never paying.
No. Like games that cost a ton of money
Yeah.
and have teams of hundreds of people to make. Those are considered like AAA games from AAA studios. And so I think of politicians the same way. Like, who is a AAA politician? And on the Republican side, would you say, oh my God, I'm in 8th place? This is what happens when I'm like talking as I'm playing video games.
Well, get good, my guy.
I'm so bad.
Okay, continue. What?
Anyway, Joni Ernst. Is Joni Ernst
So she's a AAA because she's like
I wouldn't-
popular, I guess, or
I would
she has
say
a lot
she's
of money.
not AAA.
Oh, not
I would say
AAA.
she is
B.
double A.
Double A.
She's like a major political figure. Don't get me wrong, but she's not like a political rock star or anything.
Oh.
You know.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
she a good get for the state Republican Party of New Hampshire, who is historically pretty weak anyway? Oh, I just sent you a blue shell. Enjoy it.
No.
No. Is she a good get for a state Republican Party like that of New Hampshire, which is historically kind of weak, kind of bad at fundraising, and has maybe some poor staff work? Maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
She's a fine. She's like fine.
Wait, what? She wants to work for us, or like, well, not for us,
No.
but for Aeon, or like?
She wants to raise her profile by coming to a state like New Hampshire and getting on the news. It's kind of like how we just had the New Hampshire Democratic Party just had a fundraiser with the governor of Illinois. What's his name? He came here and he was all over the news for like a week because he had such J.B. Pritzker.
Oh yes. Do we like him? Did we like him? Did he say cool shit?
Yeah, he said cool
Yeah,
shit.
we posted about him. He was cool.
Yeah, we posted a lot about him.
Yeah.
And that was so bad.
That's
It
okay.
was so bad. But J.B. Pritzker, he was all over the news for like a week after he did this fundraiser. J.B. Pritzker, that's like a AAA guy. That's like, he's a...
I never heard about him either. You know what I
I
have
get
heard
it.
of?
You're not like a
Gruesome.
political person, though. You're not like...
I'm not. I don't
You work
know.
for this news website, but
Yeah.
you're not like... I've never
No.
thought of you as like a political insidery
No.
person. And that's okay.
No, but you know what? You're really gonna put down your.
I'm taking a sip. I gotta recoup. I gotta focus. It's so hard. Ugh, Mario Kart sucks.
What do you mean?
I didn't...
Bro, just get better.
Here's the thing. The cart, choosing your cart, all that stuff, I do not have a good sense of what the meta is.
I just realized I have a fucking disc. Look at that. Oh shit, I missed my boost because I was looking at the back of my
Turntable.
thing. I have a whole ass turntable. No, it's a fucking sound system. It's not a turntable. What the hell?
It kind of looks like a turntable.
It does. That's why I was like, whoa, I just noticed that because of... Ah! Okay. I've been playing this game for so long. Didn't this game also come out when...
What? The trucks hit you? Why can't you just bounce
What
off
do
of
you
them?
mean? Of course they do. You've never played this. Isn't even like an exclusive one. This is like from the GameCube.
Oh, you mean the map?
Yeah. Is it GameCube or the Wii? I don't remember.
I don't know. Ugh. I'm so bad.
This whole game is about drifting, so if you can't learn how to drift right, you're not gonna do good in the races.
Yeah.
It's not Mario Kart, it's like Mario Drift. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing
Mario
is
Kart
drifting.
Tokyo Drift.
Yes!
What's the main mechanic in the new one?
Drifting.
Oh,
All Mario Karts are the same,
human
let's be honest. The reason why I did so good is because all Mario Karts are the same. You just gotta get good at what's new about it. There's not a lot of new things, to be honest. Like the drifting is still the same and is still key. The new part is really just like there's new items and new things to grab, and then it's a new map.
You're
and, like,
so
system.
far ahead of me.
Am I?
Am I? Look at you. You're on the map.
That's funny. You can go on top of the cars, by the way. Whoa! Which is kind of funny.
I'm like
Doo-doo-doo. Meow.
utterly despondent.
Yikes. I'm not even upset. Sorry, I get good. Yeah, but I didn't win. Okay, so the reason why I didn't win past 8th place, which was such a bummer, was because right at the end, I was literally in like 4th, and you need to be in the top 4 of every race to make it. So it goes like 4, 8, 12. Yes, 4, 8, 12, all the way to, I think it's like 24 players. So, and then it cuts the bottom 4 every time. And the reason why I didn't was because I was in the top 4. I was literally 4th place. And then I got whammed with like
Whammed?
I got whammed with shells.
Whammed.
I got, oh yeah, there's like a giant, was it a giant mushroom or something? I can't remember. There's like a giant mushroom and you're ginormous and they literally run over you. And I thought that was somewhere else too, but I don't really remember. And so I got like run over with a bunch of giant mushrooms, and then I got hit with a bullet bill, and then I got hit with like all these things. It was such a bummer. So
I can't.
you're in second.
Yeah.
You should
a
keep that behind you.
distant second. A
Yeah,
distant.
wait. Keep your shell behind you. Like hold the button as
I
if you're
won't.
gonna release it.
I won't.
But I wanted to cheat. See? No. Why would you let go? Or did it let go on purpose? Okay.
No, because it's over.
I wanted to let you. I was trying to help you. We have one race left, and then we can end this lovely stream. I never heard of this. Oh, that was it.
That was it. Oh, wait. I can't wait till we play Fortnite. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, now it's literally a victory lap. I guess, the term victory lap, it's nice that it means something.
Wow, it really showed your best.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
It's only because we did 100. If we got 150, I would be maybe like second, third place.
Yeah.
I got hit by electric at the end. Got Momo Meadows. Wow. Oh, hey, you're so freaking welcome. Ugh.
I know I am.
Ugh.
I know I am.
Freaking huzzah, my guy. Oh, well. That was exciting.
Angel. Put her there.
So good.
And, hey, thanks to the viewers. Thank you. You're the real heroes.
Good job. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank
Any
you.
Ghost viewers, anyone who's here, Mackenzie, you were the most active commenter, so of course, thank you.
Do we have anyone else in the comments? Probably not. That's
Probably
okay.
not.
That's okay.
That's all right.
We didn't tell anyone we were doing this.
We were not.
We
So,
kept it a big secret.
big secret.
First time.
This is our
Oh,
testing.
somebody said something.
Hey, hello.
Pew, pew, pew.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
2 viewers. We're blessed. We did it.
We did it. This is our first one. We will be streaming every week at
Every
this
Tuesday
time.
at
Every
4.
Tuesday.
Tuesdays at 4.
At 4. There will be times where I'm on vacation because I'm a busy gal, and Colin is just gonna have to.
I don't take
steer the
vacations,
boat.
I guess.
He does not. He does not. So that can be your fortnight nights.
My Fortnite nights.
Your fortnight nights.
Fortnite
Yeah.
nights.
Training up for when you show me how to play after my vacation.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
So we'll be good. We're gonna do some good stuff there. So please, if you don't already follow us on all of our socials, we do have our own Instagram, but of course we always have, as you guys can see, we have Granite Post New Hampshire on X, on TikTok, on Facebook and Instagram, and etc. etc. But we also have our own Granite Gaming New Hampshire on Instagram and of course Twitch. So
Yes.
thank
And
you so much.
and follow me on Twitter
On X.
at Colin G Booth if you want the best takes on hashtag NH politics. Maybe I'm biased. If you were to follow one person in New Hampshire politics, I think I'm that person. Thanks everybody. Talk to you guys
so
soon.
much.